Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-August 2020 reading. I'm going to start off by saying, Scorpio, that as I was meditating on you before I turned on the camera, I started to get really warm. And I've got my air conditioning running, and in fact, it's running right now. And I am sweating. So there's a lot of energy. To me, that means there's a lot of energies in the room, a lot of spiritual energies, a lot of ascended masters, because I tend to feel that the higher vibrational energies bring in a lot of heat, and lower vibrational energies, or people who have newly crossed over, ghosts, whatnot, are more of a colder energy. So I think your guides are here, and they've got some pretty important news to share with you for these last 2 weeks of August. So, and I'm also getting like a pretty strong feeling in my forehead, like a very, like almost headachy, just a lot of pressure on my third eye here. So this is unique. I have not had this happen to me while recording a reading before. So I'm really curious to see where this goes. I've got several decks I'm going to be working with today. We're going to start off with the story cards. I'm eager to get going, so I'm not trying to rush, but I just feel like the messages are going to fly out. I'm going to start with Kathy Nichols' story cards to see if we can get an overview of what Spirit wants to have you know. Okay. Giving. Something about reciprocity here. Give me a minute to just kind of... Somebody needs your help, Scorpio. Could be somebody younger, maybe a child, your child. Somebody needs your help. That's what I'm getting pretty strongly. Okay, we're going to go right into the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann. Okay, whoa. Hold on. Okay, so we've got Page of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's a younger person. A younger person in your life needs your guidance this month. Could be a young adult, doesn't necessarily have to be a child. I mean, it could be somebody just younger than you, someone who looks to you as a parent, a mentor. It could be a student-teacher relationship. This young person is very unhappy. I'm not going to say anything else yet because I need some guidance with the cards, but I'm getting messages here. Hold on. Still very hot. Okay, what do you not want this deck? Okay, they want me to switch decks, so I'm going to move over to the Dreaming Way Tarot. Okay. Got the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. There's a father figure and perhaps a stepmother. This is only for some of you, so I apologize if it feels very polarized. I don't mean to. make any of you Scorpios feel left out here, but I'm getting like that there's a very important message that I have to give to, even if it's just one of you, but to a group of you, perhaps just one of you. Your child, your young adult child or teenager is very unhappy in the situation that I feel. I'm getting a very strong feeling there was a divorce. You're divorced, perhaps. This could be, and remember, gender is very fluid here, so it could be, the kings represent mastery, or someone who is ultimately has the final word, or who is in control. Whether that's a masculine or a feminine energy doesn't really matter, just you have to apply the energy of the card. So the King of Swords is somebody who is very cut and dry, very analytical, and very confident and very resolute. So there's an authority figure here who has made some very, I feel, a big influence or strong decisions on this younger person, the Page of Swords, and has caused a lot of unhappiness. So I'm getting, perhaps this could be your ex, and you're sharing custody, and perhaps there's some dissension when this young person goes to one of the family, one of the parents. And there's a very emotional woman in the story here who is coming unraveled, or is not quite showing her best colors, because we've got the Queen of Cups here in reverse. So somebody who feels taxed, overwhelmed, bothered and troubled by the burden of perhaps having to take care of a kid, or having to just be in the presence of that child's life, I don't know, or that young adult's life. But I'm getting some sort of familial conflict here. But this young person is feeling very uncomfortable. I want to throw some more. I'm going to go back to the Light Seers. They say I can go back to the Light Seers Tarot. I want to clarify what's happening here. Can you please clarify this situation for Scorpio, please? Well, now that was shocking. Didn't expect that to come out, but I'm thrilled that it did. Okay. Jeez. There you are, you're hiding in here. Okay. I'm just supposed to take this one. They don't want these others. All right. The Six of Wands is typically a card of victory. But I always get very thrown by that card when I read with this particular deck, because it doesn't always mean that in the readings that I give with Chris Ann's deck. Mainly because of the imagery, even though, we've got her arms up in victory, we've got the wreath, but there's also something about being in the limelight, being the center of attention about this card. So in this reading, I'm really feeling, when I look at the card, that I'm thinking that this person really needs attention, or wants attention, or is doing everything they can to get attention. And it could be causing some contention here. If this is a young person, a daughter or a son, and you're newly divorced, and they are not getting along with their new stepmother or stepfather, and they are trying to get that other parent's attention, this could be indicating that. I'm getting a strong feeling that that is the context of the Six of Wands in this case. Because right next to it is the card of defense, of self-defense, the Nine of Wands, which is like a very defiant, I mean, look at her expression in this card. Look at her face. Her chin is raised. She's kind of looking down her nose at you there, and she's very defiant. It's like, do not cross this line here. This card can also mean not giving up, the final battle, because it's a 9. So we're getting to the end of the suit there. So it's like having put up quite a fight. Also, the wands are the suit of spirit. So this is, this can be an internal matter, a rite of passage, a growth spurt, or a young person kind of testing out their boundaries in terms of what they can get away with and what they can't. They might be on the verge of puberty or on the verge of adulthood, and so they're testing you. They're testing you, and they're defensive. And when I saw these two cards come up next to each other in relation to what has come before, it made me think of a teenager, who on the one hand wants your love and attention, and on the other is going to give you the most impossible hard time and be like, don't come near me. It's so uncool, so there's something here. There's some family contention, but this is a younger person, and they need your help. And I'm getting this very strongly. And again, I don't know if it's just one of you that needed to hear this, but this young person, the reason why you need to intervene and help is because this is all kind of part of the bravado of what they put on the outside, their mask that they're wearing right now. But emotionally, they're kind of at the end of their rope here. They are, and when I look at this card now, it's like I'm looking at like a runaway. They're on the verge of running away, or on the verge of walking away. They feel burdened. They feel overwhelmed and unhappy because you had the Ten of Cups here in reverse, and then you've got the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands didn't come out in the reverse. It's not saying that they're leaving, that the burdens are no longer there. They are feeling the burden. And this is not upright, didn't come out like, this isn't the completion of an emotional cycle of full fulfillment and happiness. This is the end of a cycle of and feeling, coming away feeling completely unfulfilled. So they're in trouble. I don't want to alarm anybody, but the vibe I'm getting is that, you need to step in, you need to parent them, you need to mentor them, you need to help them, guide them, because they're feeling very misunderstood and not heard and not seen. That's why this behavior. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit more here. What deck? Okay, they want me to go back to Dreaming Way. What is the advice for Scorpio and this young person? Okay. So we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got Strength in the reverse. Spirit is saying that it is extremely important for you to shift your perspective and see their perspective, because you're seeing it from your adult eyes and you're not seeing it from their experience. So they want you to, in order to have a reversal here, to change the situation, you need to be seeing things from a different perspective, not from this perspective, but from this one, from theirs. being hung out to dry, being somehow, limited. And you need to bring in strength to them because they do not have it. They may be, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, and give you a lot of mixed signals and teenage angst or young adult angst, but in reality, they're not strong enough to cope with what they're feeling or to understand it in the way that someone who loves them, who is a caretaker of them, can. Let's see if there's anything else here. Anything else for Scorpio, please? For August 15th through 31st? Nope. Okay. Now, they want me to go now to the Synchronicity Oracle. So we're going to take, when you get this deck, you get a little die, and you roll the die, and it tells you how many cards you should draw. So 3. See if we can get a little bit more parting advice here before we move on. So I'm going to take this one, the Magician, home. I knew it had to do with a home or a family issue. I knew it. That's just confirmation. Star. Okay. Yeah. I want to look in the book. I mean, I have a general idea of what I'd like to say about the message of these 3 cards that Spirit's giving me, but I also want to read the booklet because I feel like there's a phrase or something that I will read that will be important to one of you. A sentence or a phrase. And I'm not finding the Magician. How bizarre. Bear with me. Oh my goodness, let's see. He surprises you with coincidences and magic that move your soul forward towards its purpose. This young person, I feel like this is in relation to who they are as a personality. They're quite a special kid. They are extremely creative, extremely talented, extremely gifted in the sense that they're an old soul. They are no child when it comes to emotional maturity. They're quite emotionally mature. They kind of know what's going on. And they're feeling very blocked right now. They're feeling unappreciated and unseen and unheard. And that's why this message came in so strongly, because this is just not your, I mean, not that any kid should walk around feeling unseen and unheard in their family, but this particular kid is quite sensitive. Could be an empath. Could be a bit psychic. This definitely has to do with problems at home. The advice here is to focus on your home, your family, your feelings of safety, a place of love and protection, building your nest. The nest has been broken from a breakup, a separation, a divorce, and there is no safety here for this youngster. And they're going to this new home and they're not feeling the safety or any kind of nesting happening there either. So they're ready to, they're ready to like pack their duffel bag and hit the road here. They're really frustrated. I think that's why I felt all that heat at the beginning. They're like agitation, anger. And then the star, she is fierce, moody, and lives mostly among the constellations, fame and recognition. Yeah, you got quite a special kid here. I find it really funny that, again, that's why Spirit wanted me to read it from the book. Moody she's moody. He or she is moody. Hence the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde behavior of look at me, don't come any closer. There's definitely, I'm getting a lot of information about the personality of this young person. And, it's almost like, it's funny because it's almost like this is that their soul is, this is their energy, and this is like what they present in the 3D world. This is their human suit, so to speak. Like, we all have like our inner self, our guidance, our soul of who we are, and then we all have a mask, or we all have, the part of us, the ego part that acts out in the 3D world. So, they're really quite magical, this young person, and they're really struggling. And whoever you are to them, which has never really been answered for me, but it doesn't really matter, because all that matters is that whoever you are to them, you make a difference in their life. You are someone who they will listen to, someone who they respect. Even though you may feel like they're blowing you off right now or they're not respecting you, you and you alone have the power to heal them, to give to them, to give them what they need, just like this mother bird is giving the worm or is nurturing their baby. You need to inspire them again. You need to bring the sun back to them. You need to let them know that it's not as bad as this. They don't need to run away. Whew, boy, oh boy. Wow. Well, that took an interesting turn, Scorpios. I know this won't resonate with all of you, and so if you can't extract anything from it to apply to your own personal situation, I apologize that it came out so polarized. Usually when I do these collective general readings, I don't get these specific messages like I did, but every once in a while, it's like I feel like there's someone out there who needs to hear a specific thing. And like I said, it could just be for one person, but when it comes in that strongly and that clearly and it all makes sense, it's like it's meant to be. So I have to go with what they're giving me. I have to respect it. It wouldn't be right to not say it. So anyway, wow. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I have for Scorpio for the last 2 weeks of August. I wish you the best in this situation. It's going to be fine. I think it's just a matter of you need to step in and let this person know, this young person know that you are there for them and you see and hear them. That's what they're looking for. All right, Scorpio, well, enjoy, and please hit like and subscribe. Hit the little bell if you want to be notified for future uploads when they're going to be coming. And then also, please do let me know if this speaks to you. I'm really curious because this one was like really interesting. It really took me in a direction I didn't expect. So it's kind of cool when that happens. Anyway, best to you, love and light.